Good afternoon and welcome to the Itawamba Community College Belden Center and to this great event, which is a significant time for the college. On behalf of the college family, I express our gratitude to a number of partners who have made possible the formal opening of this facility, which will expand our opportunities in workforce readiness. An Appalachian Regional Commission grant administered by the Three Rivers Planning and Development District provided funding for the consolidation of the college's precision manufacturing and machining and robotics laboratories, an investment which will enable ICC to continue to improve the workforce readiness of our students, ensuring a continuing supply of workers for area manufacturers. Without the Appalachian Regional Commission's funding, through the key role played by the Three Rivers Planning and Development District, this facility would not have been possible. It is a significant investment that will enable the region's manufacturing workforce to become skilled, ready, and globally competitive. Today, ICC recognizes the following for their significant contributions: Appalachian Regional Commission, Mike Armour, State Program Manager; Three Rivers Planning and Development District, Randy Kelly; Executive Director Teresa Hooker; McCarty Architects, Kurt Shuttles, President and CEO; Justin Harrington and Christian Reed, Architectural Team; and Chris Cullen, Project Manager; CIG Contractors Incorporated, Randall Goodwin, President, and Al Harris, Project Manager; former Interim Vice President of the Division of Economic and Community Services and former ICC President, Dr. David Cole; and Community Services and former and immediate past President, Mike Eaton; Wayne Sullivan, VP of Development and Planning. All of these individuals played a tremendous role in making today's opportunities happen. We would also like to recognize at this time members of ICC's congressional delegation, state representatives and senators, and local officials who are in attendance today. We have Don Barber, Foundation Board Member. Please stand for me real quick. Dr. Jerome Smith, Board of Trustees. Senator J.P. Wildman. Chuck Howell, Alumni Board and Foundation Board Member. And many members of our Workforce Council, if those members would stand as well. Some of them are in the back. We appreciate very much your attendance this afternoon, and we appreciate the opportunity to share with you ICC's new precision manufacturing and machining and robotics laboratory, one that will enable better futures for our students from today forward. At this time, I will introduce David Rumbarger from CDF. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Appreciate it. When they asked me to come speak, they neglected to tell me that the speaker of all speakers would be in the audience, and that's Dr. David Cole. So, Dr. Cole, I start with an apology to you. I know you could do a much better job. They also promised me that Dr. Jan Bunch might sing the national anthem, and I hadn't heard that yet either. So, two strikes, Jay, and you're out, on the third. A number of years ago, we began to sit around and think about what made this region special. And quite a few of us sat down at a lunch and talked about the other things that we don't think about from time to time. Yes, the plants, the businesses and industries, the institutions, they're all special. But there's some intrinsic things that kind of flow through all those things that make it special. And it's kind of our pillars of economic development, pillars of community development. And Lewis Whitfield and I kind of codified this a number of years ago. I'm going to read a couple of them to you and see if you don't agree with me. The community prospers only to the extent that the individuals in that community prospers. Therefore, the organizations, programs, and projects should provide opportunities for individuals to grow and develop. If you look back at 1973, George McLean said it's up to the individual to be equipped to be able to have the job that is provided, and that the institutions needed to focus on their ability to perform that job and their skills and abilities from K through 12 all the way through post-secondary. Community development must precede economic development, or at least parallel it. People want to work and live in a community that they want to live in. In other words, the schools, the institutions, the roads, the bridges, the parks, the recreational facilities, all have to be added to the things like we're talking about today that provide jobs and economic development. People want to live where they work, and that's important. Key organizations can paint a vision with strategic plans, but implementing those plans are the key to success. My predecessor, Harry Martin, used to say, we don't work on programs, we work on projects, didn't he, Gina? Projects are things like we see today, have a beginning and an end and a result that can be tangible for the people that will be involved. There's also one that we talked about, and that's success breeds more success. Moss doesn't grow on a rolling stone, so if you're successful, your chances of that hedgehog concept of being successful again grow and grow and grow, and we see that here at ICC with the numbers of successes that they've had. You know, community development, economic development is hard work. A lot of folks say if it was easy, everybody'd do it. Well, there's about 4,000 organizations across this country that are trying to do it. And we compete every day. And there's a thing we call capacity that is what we're celebrating today with the Belden Center, Precision Manufacturing and Robotics Lab being open today. We're celebrating capacity. This community now is in a horse race with every other community across the country and literally every other community across the world. And for us to be able to win, you got to have gas in the tank. No pun intended, but you have to have gas in the tank. And the gas in the tank for a community is the capacity of its institutions to perform their role and responsibility, whatever that might be. And today we get a chance to take a look. It's kind of like having a 100-acre sites. There are a lot of communities that have 100-acre sites. Bean fields, cotton fields, soybean fields. But unless you have water, sewer, roads, and capacity in that field to create jobs, you won't be able to have a competitive nature when you go up against another industry or another community. So today we celebrate capacity, and I commend all those that the doc talked about involved in the location of this and the relocation and the capacity building that ICC has done. ICC has got a history of building capacity. We're sitting and standing in the capacity that they reached out 10 years ago to develop. We were talking earlier, weren't we, about the blessing that this particular center, the Belden Center, is to all of industry in North Mississippi. It literally is a bellwether for the future of economic development and community development for this region. And I can't think of a better person to introduce next in that process than my good friend, Randy Kelly. Randy is a partner, and he almost coined the term partnership early in his career. So let me introduce you, and please welcome to the podium, Mr. Randy Kelly. Randy.
Well, first, I got to tell you what an honor and a privilege it is for me to be here today. And, Etowamba is dear to my heart. Not only do I have 2 kids graduate from there, got a son-in-law that works here, got a daughter that works here, and a daughter that used to work here. Long term, when this building started, Dr. C, I financed it as a furniture company. A very successful furniture company at one time. Not long after that, a man that's now at the state SWIB board, James Williams, and Dr. Cole came to see me. They wanted to buy this old building. We're going to turn it into the workforce center, a comprehensive center. We only need $3.7 million of grant money. I thought Dr. Cole and James had started smoking pot. And I reached over those that know me from a Copenhagen. I says, have you put something in my Copenhagen too? But luckily came a federal program during the Great Recession. And literally we were able, under John Byers, one of our key team members and division directors at Three Rivers, to acquire $3.7 million for the beginning of this facility. Never thought we'd get that kind of money, Dr. Cole. And we did, and it's been a great project, but really it's never had reached its potential fruition to become what we're standing in today, a truly comprehensive workforce center for the Etowamba region. Then Dr. Cole and President Eaton started calling me about we need more money, They need $2 million. I said, Dr. Cole, they just don't have those kind of grants out there anymore. He's been to everywhere. And so one day we looked up, thanks to Mike Armour in Appalachia and our great friend Guy Land at Appalachia, and Senator Cochran had put a little money in a pigeonhole. Not that Senator Cochran would ever do that. And I luckily found out about it. And with the senator's team's help, we called Washington. I called Dr. Cole. I said, well, Dr. Cole, I found you $1 million. I can't put up $1 million match. I said, well, we might get $1.2 million guys working on it for us. True story. I called him back. Dr. Cole, we got $1.2 million. He said, I don't know how I'm going to come up with $800,000. Next came the final slam of the hammer. Well, Dr. Cole, if you and President Eaton can't raise $800,000 to do that building, they ought to fire your... Well, they raised $800, but they have both retired, so maybe they did fire them over at Dr. Allen. I'm telling you, Etowah Community College has been such a tremendous asset to this region and a tremendous partner of Three Rivers. It's hard to put it in words. They have led the state of Mississippi in workforce training. We are the only workforce area in the state that contracts with our community colleges. Maybe the others will wise up. But with these contracts, they have laid the foundation to work with industry and business and economic developers like David and Chelsea in this region to make sure that our citizens are given the best opportunity to live and work in this area and make a sustainable living. Not only do they work with them, they work with our companies to make sure that they, in turn, are profitable and want to expand and grow in North Mississippi. Visions like this center and the comprehensive nature of it are what partnerships are all about. And I'm going to give you one little statistic to show you that partnerships work. Real short and simple. There are 4 workforce areas in the state. I told you one contract with the community college, so you guess who runs that one, okay? There are 4 in the state. The Mississippi Partnership, operated by Three Rivers, is the one that contracts with the community colleges to be our WIN job centers and our workforce training institutions. Would you believe that 58%, little in excess, of the durable manufacturing jobs in the state of Mississippi are in the Mississippi Partnership? In one workforce, more manufacturing than the entire balance of the state put together. That's partnerships. That's workforce training that works. It's community developers and our community colleges working together. It's a great day in North Mississippi, and thank you for today.
I tell you, there is no doubt that Etowah Community College has been so privileged to have tremendous leadership through the years, but also to have tremendous partnerships. I know that in my short time here now, just a little over 3 months, that our partnerships with the Community Development Foundation, with the Appalachian Regional Commission, and with Three Rivers, that we will be able to accomplish many things in the future, and without a doubt, it's those partnerships that got us to where we are today. There are many challenges ahead, but we're excited about continuing to be a player and to play a role in training the workforce for tomorrow, and we know that we will continue to do that. We appreciate all of you being with us today. I know that we had one more board member come in, Amy Anderson, I believe, joined us, one of our Board of Trustees members. Amy, we appreciate you being with us as well. We will take a break, and we will move outside and do our official ribbon cutting. We will come back inside, and we will do a tour at that time. And Barry Emerson, I believe, Barry, are you going to coordinate our tours when we come back in?
Yes, sir.
You need to give any instructions?
No, sir.
All right. Well, I hope that you will join us to tour this exceptional facility. We'll only be outside for just a brief moment, but we'll come back in and we'll tour. And it is a wonderful facility, just amazing the opportunities that await both our students but also the communities that we serve. Thank y'all so much for being with us.